One of my favorite newer-ish additions to the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been David Harbour's Red Guardian. I don't love the Black Widow movie. I thought it was all right. It was fine, whatever. But the shining jewel out of that was David Harbour's Red Guardian. I love this character. And then he's one of the big reasons I love Thunderbolts so much. I know not everybody loved Thunderbolts. That's okay. It's whatever. Film is subjective. It's all personal. That's fine. I thought Thunderbolts was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. And one of the big reasons I loved it was because of David Harbour's Red Guardian. And so it was with some degree of excitement that I knew he was going to be in Avengers Doomsday. However, a story started to go around suggesting that David Harbour may have pulled a Tom Holland and may have just inadvertently dropped a massive Avengers Doomsday spoiler. Now, for those of you who know, I've said this before, I'll say it again. To the best of my knowledge, Doom does not get unmasked in this movie. I think you've seen a lot of other reports saying that too, that, it's probably going to wait till Secret Wars for the mask to come off Doom. So, and by the way, that they may have changed that. Maybe it does happen, whatever. But to the best of my knowledge from the things that I know and understand, you don't see Robert Downey Jr.'s face in this movie, or at least the other characters don't. So there's that. But David Harbour may have changed all that. Because according to this story that's in IGN, he did an interview with Variety. Now listen to this. Speaking with Variety, Harbour was asked to recite a line of dialogue from the upcoming Marvel blockbuster out of context. Which, you know what? If you're a reporter at Variety, you shouldn't be asking the actor to recite a line from the movie.
From the movie. That was, yeah.
Yeah, but I got to admit, I kind of like the angle of saying, give us a line from the movie, but give it out of context.
Which is
okay. That's kind of clever. So anyway, he asked him the question. So he asked him to recite his line of dialogue for the upcoming Marvel blockbuster out of context. Rather than decline the offer, Harbour instead offered up a choice quote that fans have taken as confirmation of a major story beat. Warning,
he really chose a hell of a line.
Yes. Warning, potential Avengers Doomsday spoiler follows. And here's the line he says. "You are Tony Stark," Harbour said in the Russian accent of his Red Guardian character.
The Red Guardian strikes again.
The dialogue appears to confirm that the inevitable reveal of Doctor Doom sharing a face with the MCU's Tony Stark will take place at some point within Avengers Doomsday, and that Red Guardian at least will be present when it occurs. It's also, of course, a neat riff on Robert Downey Jr.'s iconic "I am Iron Man" line in his final words as Tony Stark in the MCU. So apparently, oopsie, David Harbour said, "You are Tony Stark."
I guess he could have been joking around. I don't know.
All right. So here's the thing. There are three possibilities here. I want to go over the three possibilities with everybody and then have everybody judge themselves what seems the most rational and most likely out of these three scenarios. Okay.
Should put up a poll.
We should put up a poll. So option number one, David Harbour just gave away a big spoiler. It's happened before with, I think even, obviously Tom Holland has let some things slip before. I think Mark Ruffalo even once let something slip. Things slip, right? Yeah. It has happened before. There is precedence for it. But this wasn't a situation where like Tom Holland's rambling about something and something comes out as a part of it. He was asked a specific question. Give us a line of dialogue out of context from the movie. And he even takes on the character, like he thinks about it, takes on the character of Red Guardian, says, "You are Tony Stark," and made the conscious choice to reveal that to Variety, ergo to the world. That is option number one, that David Harbour chose to reveal this to the world. Okay. Option number two. And option number two comes from this key point in the question. Harbour was asked to recite a line of dialogue from the upcoming Marvel blockbuster out of context. Out of context. I would submit to the court that, yes, maybe David Harbour made the conscious decision to take on the character of Red Guardian and say a big spoiler line in his interview. But I would like to submit that there is a second option here. That the second option is maybe Red Guardian does say that in the movie at some point, but the out of context part is key.
Right.
Maybe he says it to another character. Maybe he sees Yelena fix a gadget and he goes, "You are Tony Stark."
Tony Stark. Yeah.
Yeah. Or sees somebody else do something impressive, says, "You are Tony Stark." I mean, again, the key part of that question is give us a line, but give it to us out of context. This would be the textbook definition of a line completely given out of context.
He does meet Reed Richards, who's a genius as well.
Yep.
He could have been saying that to him. I'm not sure if he meets Shuri in this movie, but she's in the movie.
So, I mean, or again, even if it's Bob,
Yeah.
Bob fixes a blender and Red Guardian goes, "You are Tony Stark."
Tony
I mean,
Stark.
so again,
Something mechanical.
It could be a line in the movie that would be radically out of context. So option number one, David Harbour deliberately revealed that big thing to the audience. Option number two, David Harbour did give us a line of dialogue, but it's in a totally out of context scenario, like the question asked him to do. I would also
now
like
I'm
to
going to
submit-
laugh when I hear if the line's in it, I'm going to laugh.
I'm going to laugh my ass off. Option number three that I would like to submit to the court is David Harbour is known for pulling Press's strings. The straight up, remember how we said at the beginning of this that that's kind of an inappropriate question to ask an actor from a very secretive movie. Give us a line of dialogue from the movie, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not slamming on the Variety Reporter because asking them to give it out of context was kind of a neat little twist. But still, I submit that it is very possible, maybe even likely, that in response to an inappropriate question, he decides just to have fun with it and give an absolutely fake answer that most rational people would recognize as a fake answer when he says, "You are Tony Stark." So I ask you guys, our viewers, what to you makes the most sense and seems most logical out of the three scenarios? Scenario number one, that David Harbour consciously made the decision to give that as a big reveal. Two, that in literally answering the questions as it was asked, he gave a line that was out of context. Or three, that he was just straight up pulling people's strings and giving a big misdirect and obviously just giving a fake answer. You can come to your own conclusions. I myself do not believe it's option one. I do not believe that David Harbour made the conscious choice and decided to give an answer and then even took a second to put on the Red Guardian accent and make some big reveal in the interview. I just don't think that that's conceivable, but maybe some people do. I don't know. When you heard this, Jonathan, you read this for the first time, what was your first thought, your first impression?
My initial thought was, dude, why would you go with such a big line? Like, that's not what they were getting at. They just wanted something out of context. You could have given a line of you walking into Avengers Tower and talking about your jumpsuit. But the more I think about it, if he truly is just giving it out of context, I think he's just giving someone the honor of saying they're like Tony Stark because they did something ingenious that his character could not figure out mechanically. You know, maybe, like, wow, you're a Tony Stark doing that. I think you're right.
Or he runs into some kid in cosplay on the street. again,
Yeah, I think it is a line in it. I don't think he made up something that's not in it. I think it's option
I
B
agree.
that it truly is out of context.
I agree. I think my guess is we're going to go into this movie and at some point David Harbour is going to say the line, "You are Tony Stark," but it will not be in a way that reveals that Doctor Doom is being played by.
It doesn't make sense to me that that Doctor Doom is going to unmask himself to the Red Guardian or anyone else in this movie. And that's just me. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And if he is unmasked at some point, I'm just going off of like the Secret Wars comic books. That's where it happened in Secret Wars. So that's my guess.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think that David Harbour actually just did give away some massive, huge plot twisting ending reveal of Avengers Doomsday by saying you are Tony Stark? Or do you think it's one of the other options, that number one, he was just giving some misdirection and giving a fake answer to an inappropriate question? Or number two, that he literally answered the question as it was asked, that he gave a line from the movie completely out of context? Whatever you guys think the actual truth here is, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.